So let's take a look at what transpired. This happened in Shagamu, actually. Have a look.
The aftermath of the protest by residents of Shagamu when they took to the street to demonstrate the loss of a promising young man, Tiamiyu Kazeem, whose death is still shrouded in controversy. The police said he was killed by a hit-and-run vehicle while trying to evade arrest. Unfortunately, Tiamiyu is not alive to give his side of the story. Monday's protest allegedly claimed some lives, but the police says no life was lost in the peaceful protest that turned violent.
Group of people gathered themselves together and they started protesting, and they were addressed by prominent indigenes of Shagamu, including the former governor of the state, Otunba Gbenga Daniel, the Akarigbo of Remo Land himself, and they were dispersed peacefully and they left. But some disgruntled elements gathered themselves together and they started advancing towards the police station with the aim of burning down the police station. But
A visit to the family house of the footballer whose death sparked the protest revealed that family members are still in pensive mood and are demanding justice.
There's no evidence of criminality on my son before they kill him.
The family also want his remains to be released to them so that they can give him a befitting burial. While the family is demanding justice, the police authority has recommended the police officer linked to the death of Tiamiyu Kazeem for dismissal and an arraignment in a competent court of justice for him to face the full weight of the law.
Well, we do have Mr. Oladimeji Oshode, who is a spokesperson of Remo Stars. He's a media person. He joins us on the line this morning from Shagamu. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, there are several narratives about what happened. Could you tell us, from your perspective, what happened?
Yeah. Good morning and thanks for having me once again. My name is Oladimeji Oshode, the media manager for Remo Stars Football Club. On that fateful day, I received a call in the afternoon that one of our players, Tiamiyu Kazeem, was no more. So immediately I put a call through to people around to ensure to get the accurate information before I could go on to disseminate the press release. And along the line, I had the opportunity to speak with them, his fellow teammates that they went out together in person of them, Sonia Abubakar, and he narrated the whole incident to me as to how it happened. He said they went out to get engine oil into their car, and along the line, he stopped, he dropped, but he was inside the car. Speaking of Sonia Abubakar, he was inside the car. But the only thing he noticed that a certain official, SAS official came to him and opened the door, sat down at the driver's seat. While Tiamiyu Kazeem came to the car, he noticed a strange person inside the car, and then immediately they collected his phone too, and he was pushed into their own vehicle. That is a Sienna vehicle. And then a SAS officer entered Tiamiyu's car alongside that his teammate, Sani Abubakar. And they started, according to what he said, he was informed that they'll be taking them to a nearby police station, which they agreed. But before that, they said they showed him their ID card, but he declined and said he doesn't need the ID card, and he drove them off to the nearest police station. But when they got to the nearest police station, they noticed they didn't stop. They went all the way to Abeokuta Shagam Expressway. They got to next towards Orilemo, and they told him no. He said he will be taking us to a nearby police station, not Abeokuta or somewhere we don't know. And instead, he didn't answer. He went. Those SAS officials continued taking them. But when they got to Orilemo, where they have a Pepsi Football Academy, they stopped according to Sani Abubakar, who was supposed to be the teammate that was with him, he said that they opened the bonnet of Tiamiyu's car and he asked them what exactly the problem was, but he said nothing. And while the bonnet was up, the boss, the Sienna car in which Tiamiyu was in, had moved forward a bit to park at the front of Tiamiyu's car. So while the bonnet was open, he tried coming down to get to what was happening, but the SAS official that was with him told him that if he comes down, he was going to shoot him. So he was terrified. He was shocked. He was fidgeting. So he had to just sit inside the car. But meanwhile, he was trying to peep to know what was happening. But the only thing he noticed next was that the guy closed the bonnet of Tiamiyu's car, and he noticed that the Sienna car in which Tiamiyu was in was moving.
So
not quite long. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted to say something?
Let me ask you, your account's completely different from that. Could you turn down the volume of your TV set? It's howling back at us. I hope you can still hear me while at that. Now,
Yeah, I can hear you.
the statement released by the police PRO indicated that Tiamiyu was knocked down by a vehicle while he was trying to escape. But you say, from your narrative clearly stated that this is not true. You're saying he was shot. Do you stand by that?
He was not shot. He was not shot. I was still, I have not concluded what happened.
Go ahead and conclude that, please.
Yeah. So while he noticed that the vehicle was going, the next thing he noticed was that they opened that Sienna car and they pushed Tiamiyu out of the car. And a coming vehicle knocked him and he rolled to the other side. So he started shouting, you have killed my teammate, you've killed my brother. I will not let you go until you kill me too. And according to him, he said people came around, they assisted him to put Tiamiyu in his own vehicle and not the Sienna car again. He was put in Tiamiyu's vehicle to be rushed to the police station. To the nearest hospital. And Sani Abubakar said he continued to inform them, take us to Osuk, where he can receive immediate treatment. But they said no. They didn't answer. They drove him to a place around Owode before they had to turn back. But while they were going to Osuk, and they only noticed the driver, the SAS official that was with him in Tiamiyu's car asked him if he could drive. And he said no, he can't. So they continued moving. But along the line, they noticed the Sienna bus in which Tiamiyu was pushed out was no longer following them. They couldn't locate those ones again. So the driver had no choice than to take them to the hospital. So immediately they got to the hospital, it was Sani Abubakar said he was trying to receive call towards the gate. So he ran to meet him and told him he will not allow him go until his people comes around to know what he has done, what the SAS officials have done. So immediately the people around said no, he should go and report to the nearest police station. He said no, he won't until he is assured that this SAS official won't run away. And the people at the hospital assured him of that. And they held him. He went to the nearest police station to complain. And also, he called the father and the manager of the deceased to come around. They came around and they held the SAS official that drove the car.
All right.
So it was not, according to the eyewitness, Sonia Abubakar, who was supposed to be his teammate, said he was pushed out of the car.
That he tried to run away and the vehicle hit him. All right. Mr. Ladimeji, we appreciate your narrative this morning. It's a very tough one indeed for the football club, the state, the family. He's assistant captain, actually, so he just told us the particular account of an eyewitness who was with the late Tiamiyu, also known as Kaka in this case. And so yesterday there was a lot of protest. The police did release a statement, so his narrative completely different from what he says, the person who was there had said.
And it would seem this started off as an illegal arrest, because this has been a major issue. I mean, just having a police officer spring up on you, SARS official, I should be specific, spring up on you and just arrest the person. And if this had not happened, then we'll be talking about this. So I think we should actually start from that point where it seemed like he was arrested illegally for no reason whatsoever.
Because even the statement says something completely different.
And it would seem people have a right to complain when they, for instance, on Twitter this morning, some people, even before the program began, I was like, are you guys not going to talk about this issue of what's happening in Shagamu? And a number of, it would be nice to know if the police can confirm or refute the claim that they have made. Because if the IG believed the statement that the police released, I wonder why he would still call the DIG to investigate.
All right, I think we do have the Commissioner of Police in Ogun State. Okay, I understand that they lost him. We lost the call, so well, drop calls can happen. So we'll try and get Mr. Brimson back on the line to just give the, yes, they need to give a lot more perspective, especially in the light of what we've just heard. Contrary to the press statement that was issued by the police.
And they also need to say, I mean, what is being done to the SARS official, because this is basically about the End SARS campaign yet again. So a lot of people want to find out what is being done. How do we ensure that this does not happen again? Because this is one too many. I can't count how many times End SARS has trended on Twitter. It's like every other day.
Especially now that, you know, they are supposed to have been decentralized. So who is in charge now? How come this happened? And the people can actually pin that this is a SARS official that has perpetrated this crime against humanity, as it would seem. It'll be, this is definitely not going to go, you know, without due attention from people.
Get Mr. I think we'll have the CP back on the line. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us today. We just heard from the media officer concerning what happened, and it's different from the press statement that the command issued. Could you tell us, is it really true that he was pushed and not that he was trying to escape and that's how he was killed?
There's no iota of truth in that narrative that he was pushed. What happened was the vehicle carrying him developed a fault. And while they came out to effect repairs on the vehicle so that they can continue their journey to Abeokuta, all of them came out from the vehicle, and the suspect wanted to take chance to escape. An oncoming vehicle, remember that road is an express, Abeokuta-Shagamu road is an express road. While crossing to the other side, then an oncoming vehicle hit and run, just ran over him, and he was simultaneously taken to hospital where he gave up the ghost.